There we got it, people. So this is the early access to the map. But yeah, these are the dice. These are the dice that you can buy with the new one. Again, this is really Americana. So if you that is not your thing, then I can understand it. I really like it, even though I'm not. Yeah, I'm not that much into that, but I really like it. I saw the dices. I saw the different dices. I saw the troops, and they look really nice. I think they are a clever design in the different troops. So you have that dice. This one is more like military ranking. That is how it looks. You have a lot of different rankings, and it looks neat. I like that one too. I My style is more minimalistic, so that is what I wouldn't buy it myself. But for example, you have this one that is just a special delivery that has grenades in there, and you have the numbers all around. Then the next one you have here. I like this one a lot. This helmet, it looks so good, and it's really interesting because it's kind of like World War II. Like you have the dice, you have here the flag, they have here the one with the cards. People used to do that once upon a time, and you have this one. This one is also really clever. It's called Going Ham, and I really like the name. Again, it's not my style. I like my dice because it's really simplistic. Now let's go with the troops. You have the tank. The tank looks really good. It looks like a toy tank, and it's really funny. Again, I wouldn't have it because it's not as minimalistic as I like it, but I like the tank. Let's go with the soldier with the flag. I like it too. This is kind of like the whole Japan thing where they were raising the American flag. It looks good too. I like it. This one, the pineapple is throwing me off. I understand what they're doing, but I don't know if they know the double meaning of the pineapple. So, hey, to each their own. There is a pineapple in there, and that is kind of throwing me off. I do like the helicopter. I might buy this one sometime. I do like the helicopter a lot. And then you have the soldier card. This is a Jeep. I know they don't want to use the name of the brand, but this is just a Jeep, and it looks cool. And then you have the watchtower that it looks really good too. I like this one. I like this one. I like this one way more than I like the Doom ones. Now for this is nice too. The dog tags, it looks good for anybody that wants to represent. The chopper looks good. So I do like the dog tags. I think for anybody that is kind of in the army, in the U.S. Army or something like that, this one that is actually represents really well the whole army culture. Then the next one, you have this one that is really tropic, tropic wonder instead of tropic thunder. That looks good too. I like it. I like the palm trees because they're really Caribbean or tropical. Then you have this one with the wow. This is good one for everybody that is pro Second Amendment thing. Like if you want to make a statement that you really like guns, I think this one is the one for you. I do like guns, but not to this level. Then you have this one. I think it's really simplistic. It's just a medal, but it's also like really Captain America. I like it too. I like this one a lot. It's really simplistic. If it was black, no, because it's like really, it's just the colors. It's just the American colors that usually, if you are in the US, they are everywhere. And then you have this one. I think this one is an upgrade. This one is kind of like a work from the Atreides one from the Doom map. I do like this one a lot. This one looks really cool. I think this one is kind of like a modern one. It brings like the U.S. Army thing, the U.S. Military thing, but also it kind of have like that cool aesthetic. I like this one a lot. Again, if it was my style, I would use this one, but it's not my style. I really like a simplistic one. Okay, so those are those. There is no avatars. That is something that I still don't like. That there is no avatars. There is no new avatars on this map pack. That is if that is something that I think SMG should be working on, should be adding more avatars because I think right now the community is so big that we would like to have more ways to express how we want to look. Right? I think I think it would be cool to have more avatars. That it would be. I did say that during the Doom review, and I'm gonna be saying that again. More avatars. I think we need more avatars. Okay, so we have the maps are only four. Yeah, so the four you have the U.S. Midwest, you have the U.S. Northeast, you have the U.S. South, and then you have the U.S. West ish. So let us go with the first one, right? Let's go with the Northeast because it's what most people are used to know from the U.S. New York and that East Coast. Let's go with that one first, and there we got it. So this is the East, though this is like New England more than anything else. And the bonuses are Maine. You have Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut. Um, yeah, Connecticut, New York. You have New Jersey, Pennsylvania. Wow, Pennsylvania, really? And then you have upstate. Okay, upstate New York. Oh yeah, I was saying that like why? Wow, Pennsylvania is a +5, but New York is only a 2. But you have New York, and then you have upstate New York, which makes sense. Okay, I think the people from Rhode Island are gonna be feeling left out because there is Rhode Island that is even though it's a small one, but they could have added just make it a +1 or a .5. I know it's a small state, but still it's there. Anyway, um, seeing that upstate New York is a 6, so these two. You have upstate New York and Pennsylvania. These two are gonna be kind of like the Asia of this map. I think this map looks good for us. This map looks good for like like a 4-player game or a 5-player game with 70% because it's really choky. You have, let me, oh, and again, if you have any questions, something that you guys would like me to try, let me know. But right now, you have this connection. Yeah, that is a nice choke point in here. You have this territory that is really big, Augusta, and then you have Manchester, Conway. Like this map can get a little bit choky. The good thing is that there is not a single point in here in this point that is going to be that. Yeah, there is not like a single point in here that can force people to not move in this direction. And let me see how much is it. You have 14542. Then you have Maine, that is really OP, 343. Massachusetts is a 443, that is doable. 443 Connecticut. New York is a 242. New Jersey is a 242. And then Pennsylvania and upstate New York is a 4 and 546. So this map, I don't think this map can be played in fixed because it's really uneven. It's really, really uneven. If you play this on fixed, then you're gonna have people that are gonna have 1 or 2 bonuses from here, or 3 bonuses, and then somebody's gonna be scrambling for these big bonuses. So this is not a good map for fixed. I see this more like a progressive 70%, uh, because people can hide in different corners, and then people can try to run, and you can block this. So yeah, this is a good map for progressive 70%, or even for 5-round rumble for speed blitz. So, okay, that is all for this one. Any questions about this map, folks? Something that you would like to see about this map? I see it like that. I see that this map is more like a, yeah, this is not a good map for fixed games. Really, it is not. It is really uneven, and yeah, whenever somebody has to take Maine, if you have to grab 5 territories for a +2, it is not worth it at all. Maine, if it's gonna be this big, even though it's smaller than New York, if Maine was going to be this big, then probably they should have made it like a four or something, because you have to grab 5 territories for +2. That is not even at all. But anyway, moving on to the next map, folks. Let's see. I think let's go now to the south. Okay, so right off the bat is a big map. You still have the same effect that you have in the northeast. You have the Appalachian mountains in here. That I think they're Appalachian, right? Yeah, the Appalachian mountains. That they're kind of like splitting the map in two. I like that effect because really you do have a mountain range in there, so it shouldn't be easier just to move through from one place to the other one. So I do like that one. Let us see the bonuses. You have South Texas. You have South Texas that is. Well, this is South Central Texas. I don't know if this is South Texas per se because really this includes Austin. It is the South, but you have here the DFW area, and this area is definitely not South. This is more like North Texas. I'm taking offense to this, and maybe many Texans might do too. But anyway, going with the Texas, you have North Texas, you have South Texas. It's a 4, 5. I think that is okay. Everything is big in Texas, so it makes sense that you have Texas split in two, and you have 2 powerful bonuses. Not biased because I live in Texas, but it does make sense. Then you have Oklahoma that is a 5-4-4. I like this one too, and this in the corner there. Then you have Arkansas that is +3, Louisiana that is a +3, Mississippi is a +3. Then you have Tennessee. Well, the half of Tennessee is a +2. Then you have half of Kentucky is also a +2. West Virginia is a +1. See, that same thing that they did with West Virginia is what they should have done with New Hampshire, with Rhode Island. Then you have here West Virginia that is a 3-4-4. Okay, so this map is more evenly. Wow, Florida is only a +3. Well, that is all right. That is all right. They like it. I guess. So Florida is a 3 for 3. So I think this map is way more even. This is a really good map for fixed games because the bonuses are balanced out. You can have two bonuses and probably counter somebody from, that is having like Texas or Oklahoma. And even Florida. Florida is a +3. I don't think you having to have 5 territories for a +3 is worth it. Especially when you have Mississippi, Arkansas, Alabama, that they're like fewer territories. Actually, even North Carolina, that you only have to have 3 territories. But again, not everything in life is fair, so I do like it. I do like it. I like this I do like this map more than the New England one, the northeast one. The northeast one, I do like this map way more than I like the other one. And again, I'm not biased because it has Texas, um but it's more even. I think whenever you have an even map, that allows that map to have more versatility. You can play this map in more settings because if you play fixed, then that doesn't mean that you have two players that have like 200 bonuses and then everybody else has to scramble for whatever is left. I think it's a big map. I think it's big enough, and then it's also a even map. So there is more versatility in different settings that can be played in this map. I really, really like this one a lot. Let's go to the Midwest. So in the Midwest, this is like a fairly open map for what I can look right now. It is fairly open. Damn, it's really, really open. Let's see the bonuses here. You have a 644 in North Dakota, 144 in South Dakota, 4. Wow. Ohio is a 542. Why? Why? Damn, that is such a disservice to Ohio. You have to capture 5 territories for a +2. Wow. So right now, folks, what I told you all about the Arcane residence in the Doom map, that I thought that map was really good for a finals because it was so open and you have different territories. I think this map is even better. Again, whenever you have a big map that is open and it's fairly well connected, that means that map is going to be really good to play in a lot of tournament settings. But especially whenever you want to play progressive, because yes, you can have a bonus, but you have to hit so many territories to do so that it's even worth it. The answer is no, and you have so many connections on this map. You have so many connections in here in this map that it's really good to play progressive. You have different corners where you can kill guard people, or at least as as best as you can. So you have different corners where you can kill guard people, or you can try to hide yourself in fog of war. But it's also connected enough that you can just blast through in a 70% game, or a world domination game, or a zombies game. Like really, there is no easy bonus to take here. Maybe the Superior Peninsula in Michigan. No, because that is part of Michigan proper, so it's not even that easy. The good thing is that it's only a 1 point hole for the peninsula, which means that I think Michigan might be the easier bonus to have, even though you have to capture eight territories for a +4. But you can guard here in yeah, you can guard in that territory in Marquette, and then you only have to guard 2 territories here in Toledo, Detroit, and Lansing. Yeah, I think this is my new. I have to play it, of course, but I think this is my new favorite map because it's so open that you can play anything. I see this map and I see the Arcane Residence in June. Those two maps are really good. I will be really good for a finals game because they're so open and there is not many places for people to be kill guarded or hide. That yeah, I do like this map a lot. I do like this map a lot. Now let's go to the bonuses. You have 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5 in Iowa. Hey Carter. You have Missouri, Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio. So yeah, this is pretty much representative of the Midwest portion. So yeah, I think I like this one. It's so freaking open that it's gonna be awesome for everything. Zombies, 70%, even 70% fix because you need to have a lot of conversations with people. Caps, sure, because you cannot choke. It's not gonna be possible to just choke a single point on this map. So hey, I think I found my favorite map because it's so freaking open that you can do a lot of stuff with this one. I do like this map. And the last map is gonna be the West Coast, and the West Coast actually includes the West Coast and the Rocky Mountains. You have California here, you have Nevada, you have Oregon, Washington State, you have Idaho here, you have I think this is North Dakota. No, Montana. Whoops. You have Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, and you have Utah here. Okay. And yeah, yeah, I got it right. So this map is also fairly open. I do like it a lot. I think that adding here the Rocky Mountains and adding here, I forgot the name of this mountain chain, in California. Screw New Mexico. So I think this map is also fairly open. I think yeah, you have the different choke points here. Whenever you're trying to cross the Rockies, that is kind of like you have a different peninsulas over there, um, which make it a little bit harder for somebody to actually go for these bonuses. Still is doable, but it's harder to guard because somebody can hit you there. And of course, this is a kill guard position. It's fairly open, which I really like a lot. And the map looks fairly balanced too because New Mexico is a 146. That is not that great, but again, not everything has to be fair. Montana is a 447. Washington State is a 344. Oregon is a 444. California is a 844. Why? California should be the Asia of this map. It should be like an 8 or something because it's so big. And you have to grab so many territories. I don't like that California is an 8-4. It's a 448 because it's a bigger territory that has a lot more of territory. So at least if they want to make it fairly even, at least a 6 should have been good enough for that one because Idaho, that is only 5 territories, is more than California. And again, California you have to grab way more territories. And again, I'm not trying to be political here. That is not what I'm trying to do at all. It's just it doesn't make sense to have to grab 8 territories for a 4. Even though it's a mostly 3-point hold, which I cannot understand why they are trying to. So I think it's a 3-point hold because you can grab this with Reading, Eureka, and Death Valley, and with that you can have a whole grab of the left side of the map. But still, it's a lot of territories. And actually, it's not a 3-point hold because you actually have a connection between Fresno and Reno. So I don't know. Los Angeles go all the way down there? No, you have San Diego down here. You have Death Valley here. You have San Diego here. Come on, people. You're doing okay. Come on, SMG. You did dirty here to uh to the poor people of San Diego. First they lose the Chargers, and now they are not even in the risk map. And then you have Fresno so big in there. You have San Francisco, California, Eureka, Redding, Aberdeen, Seattle, Spokane, Yakima. Okay, so yeah, I like it. It has its nuances because of the different connections due to the mountain ranges. Um, I don't dislike it. Is I prefer the Midwest way way more. The Midwest and the South, I think, are the best maps on this one. Now the question is, would I buy it? I might whenever I need to do it, but I do like what they did with these maps. I think the South. Yeah, the South, Midwest, and West are the best one. I think the order. If I have to set an order for this, like which map do I like the most and which like I like the least, I would go with number one. I like the Midwest the most. I think it's open and it's more best versatile for a lot of different plays, which means that this map can be used a lot. The second one that I like a lot is the South one. I think it's fairly even distributed, and it's gonna be a good map for a fixed game. And of course, the mountain there, it kind of opens a little bit, just it kind of chokes a little bit the right side of the map. But those are the nuances that you have to work around whenever you're playing a game on this map. But I do like it a lot. So for me, the Midwest is the best map on this pack. The second one is gonna be the South. The third one is gonna be the West. I do not like the California thing because again, it's way more territories. It should be worth more than a +4, just because it's too many territories. Why would I? What is the incentive of capture a +8 if I'm gonna be getting only 4? I do get it that it's kinda better guarded a little bit, and with blizzards it may be even better, but still, I think it's really uneven. But whenever, I think in a map, to yeah, if you are trying to make a bonus, not for people not to take bonuses, like a bonus free map, then I think all the bonuses should be crazy, as crazy. So if you're making a California +4, then maybe make other bonuses like a +2 or +1, even though you have to grab so many territories, and that way it will make sense. Anyway, that is gonna be that one. And then my least favorite is, of course, the Northeast. I think it is a little bit choky in different points, and it's it's really not that evenly distributed. I think for a fixed game, I don't think fixed games in this map are gonna be fun because you're gonna have one or two people that are gonna grab the most of the bonuses that you can take, and then everybody else is gonna be scrambling for other bonuses. I think maps to be played fixed, I think you have to have enough options for everybody to have a bonus, and then people have the choice to actually screw other people around. But in this one, it's really gonna be spawn heavy. Whoever has a good spawn, they're gonna be able to just dominate this map. The other three, I think they are way better. But anyway, let me know, what do you guys think about this map? I'm looking forward to play a game in the Midwest. That is gonna be so fun. Again, it's so open. I want to play zombies in that one. I see that one as Las Vegas. It's so open that you never know where these freaking zombies are gonna be coming from. That map, that Midwest map, is gonna be a fun game to play with zombies. So that is it for these folks.